see through the first things first. I'ma say how you making fun of me. I'm tired of
Hello,
me boys.
and welcome to another episode of the Rayman Ripple, brought to you today, collab style, with the one and only,
That's right, you guessed it, the Shannon Stripple.
and not forgetting, most importantly, last but not least,
The drop dipple.
yes,
Yeah, me
collab.
boys. Yeah, me boys.
And today, everyone, we're going to be doing the one chip challenge, and there is a warning to go by this. Warning: hot. This product should not be consumed if you are pregnant or have any medical conditions. Wash your hands thoroughly after handling. Avoid contact with the eyes and sensitive areas. Should this happen, rinse with warm water. Disclaimer: one chip challenge accepts no responsibility whatsoever for the misuse of this product. There we are. So,
And
these guys have done this before.
Also, it should not be consumed if you are pregnant or have any medical conditions.
That's
But
right.
anyway, carry on.
These guys have done this before. It's going to be a first time for me. They called me out. 2 years later, the Roman Ripple is not going to be a mouse.
Better late than never,
But-
as we always say.
There's still chance. There's still one extra crisp here. If the Gallia Gipple or the Mark Mipple would like to not be a mouse as well.
They won't though,
Yeah.
because they're mouse.
Let's have a look and see what we're...
Just quickly, as you can see, all three of these have been
A
sealed.
tissue for your chip.
So we're going to open them so that you know that we haven't
Any funny
swapped
business.
the chips.
Well, it's not easy to open.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
I need
you're
a pair
right.
of skizzers.
Right. Well,
okay, here we go.
here we
They're
go.
probably going to be smashed because
Right,
Jack
right.
was saying the Jack Dipple.
First thought
Delivery
again.
was
Instantly, it doesn't look like a very appetizing
Ooh,
chip.
it's a hexagon shape.
Oh,
it smells tasty.
I don't know about you,
Completely
Drop.
black.
Right, mine,
Completely covered black.
Yeah, mine's a normal shape.
mine's not. Mine didn't survive.
Oh, once again.
Oh, shit.
It didn't survive
Sorry.
the travelling to get it to us. So I will be smashing mine in bits. If you look at the Dipple's previous content, they were also in bits. Let me just double check that it's all out of there. Yeah, scrutiny, it's all out of there.
We have the trusty aids at the ready just in case.
Good old trusty Yazoo. And we got a little timer here, so the aim is once we've eaten them, no aids, 5 minutes. Just there's no real rules for this challenge, but got to make it a little bit fun, haven't you? See if you can make it 5 minutes at least, no aids.
And hopefully the little mini dip will be watching this and eating along with his dinner as well.
And putting the guesses in how long or who's gonna drink their aid first, or who's gonna survive the full 5 minutes. So Mini Dipple, place your bets now.
And remember, Drat has done this twice, Shannon's done this once, and this is my first time.
But it's been a while.
And I've already licked my finger just from touching it, and it's quite hot. So
Quite
get
hot.
ready.
We're going to get this down the neck. I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
I've got a few pieces to smash, so
I'm just gonna eat it in one.
Okay, we can count it down.
Okay,
Yeah.
well I'll get ready to do the
It
timer.
smells like pure, if you had a smellogram, pure heat. Give it a smell.
It doesn't smell great, does it?
Like pure heat up the nose.
That's the smell
Pure
of Carolina
heat.
Reaper.
It's going to be hot. I tell you now, it's going to be hot.
Yeah, I've already got a heat on my lip just from licking the dust.
Okay, better late than never.
well, once
The Rayman
again,
Ripple.
Drop, we're doing it again. Why did we put ourselves through it? Who knows?
What? First time? Second time? Third time's a charm. Here we go. 3,
Two,
2,
one.
1.
Okay, so far. Okay. It's down the neck.
Same here.
Trying to get the little bits of teeth in the teeth down the throat.
Ready to start?
Yeah.
Start away.
Right, timer begins.
Whoa, wow.
I'm feeling absolutely fine at the moment. I can feel the burn creeping up, coming up the throat, coming into the top of the mouth, onto the tongue now,
Yeah, they call it the Carolina Reaper Creeper.
for a reason.
Okay, well, instantly for me, it's incredibly hot.
Whew.
Yeah, I remember this
Creeps
heat.
up more. It doesn't help it all being in your teeth and around your gums, so it just gets hotter.
Right, we have not even done a minute yet.
I mean, it's hot.
How would
But
you?
so far, it's not too bad.
It's hot, but like, how long is it going to last?
That's the thing, yeah. Well, I was going to say, how your immediate reactions and how it compares to Trinidad Scorpion.
Absolutely nothing. Trinidad Scorpion was a panic of, I've never experienced heat like this. When this is, it's hot, don't get me wrong, it is hot. Take your breath. Slightly watery eyes, the mouth is on fire, but it's nothing like eating a chili pod at all whatsoever. Like, in fairness, I reckon the ghost will be hotter than this. Ghost
It is.
pepper.
Yeah, it is pretty intense, but out of all the things I've ever done, the chili pods are always the hottest. Definitely. Other than actually the Death Nut and the Rummy Bears, but they're a different level.
I don't know how you even did that. To put it in comparison, that was what, 15 million Scoville scale?
The Death Nut, 13 million, and this is 2 million.
You can check that out over on the Drop Dipple if you want some juicy content. Woo! Still just as hot.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
not changing. Are you getting any burn on the throat?
It's on the throat, around the whole mouth, tongue, and the lips.
I just need a minute to gather my thoughts.
Don't worry, mate. It'll be alright.
You
So,
look much more confused than the last time.
for me, it's not my throat and it's not my mouth, it's that in between. It's like,
Your tongue?
no, it's like the back of my,
Your tonsils hanging at the back?
the back of the roof of my mouth is like someone's got a hot iron poker and is just
I get that.
sticking it to the roof of my mouth.
Yeah, very good description.
The the taste this time round, I actually enjoyed eating the chip. On the first time that I did it, me and Drup, we got an incredibly stale,
Maybe so.
broken up chip.
It was like a Dorito chip. This
Which-
was like a... Can't remember
I
what it
can't
was.
quite remember, but I want to say I ate it in pieces, and as I was eating it in pieces, it made it last longer. My mouth is not as watery this time, but it is still really watery. What's got me this time is, you can't see it on camera, but I am profusely sweating across the top of my eyes, and the bottom of my eyes are really watery,
Under
as
the-
well as,
The nose is like running.
yeah,
Getting a slight like little run water from the nose.
my nose is really running. However, I do have this really nice, I don't know whether you two have it as well, euphoric feeling. Like,
I hope that'll come later.
I feel calm and like
A sense of calmness, yeah.
yeah, like I don't know, just a bit peaceful.
Yeah.
Like
So
it
you-
definitely does. Sorry, Drainy Boy, just to finish and then I'll let you talk. But when you take something that's hot,
Oh, we all did it. 5 minutes.
Oh, I can
You-
breathe.
you definitely have this feeling of euphoria.
And I do say that the hotter it gets, the more that feeling will be. But the trade-off is you have to have that extreme heat in your mouth.
Which is only temporary. But it took me a while to be able to muster up
The words.
the courage. Because when you talk, I don't know if you two get it,
Yep.
but
The
when I
heat-
talk, the heat builds.
Yeah.
Especially in the midsection of your throat. Like, I'm not going to say the back of my throat, because I feel like the back of my throat is like down here. But I can feel it at the... Yeah.
Just where your tongue
Like-
ends.
Yeah. And like the top of my palate where like, you know, like that soft spongy bit, like that. And I feel like I've got some of the powder on my eye because my eyelid is extremely spicy.
Oh,
Not read the warning.
Don't put near sensitive areas.
You kind of go
Don't
into
go
a
to the
bit
toilet
of
in a minute.
a bit of like panic mode almost. So when you eat it, the fact that all of the warnings kind of go out the window, and you just scramble for a bit of tissue. You put your hands on your, you know, like look like
I've
that.
got loads in my house.
That
as
is
well.
pure Carolina Reaper chili extract, and that has been around my eyes, God knows how many times.
Like when I did the Carolina Reaper, I did the same with the actual pepper itself.
Yeah.
Touched my eye and it was like, oh no, like
But-
extreme pain.
It's not as hot as you would think.
Yeah.
It is doable.
It is hot.
The next one up from here is the Pepper X.
Ghost.
Sorry,
the dual chip
the dual
challenge.
chip challenge,
Yeah.
which is the
Crisp
flavouring
again.
of the Pepper X.
Yeah.
But that one's not a tortilla chip, that's a normal potato chip, which again was quite nice. But I have to agree with the drop dipple earlier, and maybe even the Andrew Strip, I wasn't really listening. When you eat chili
the
pods,
good old Andrew Stripple.
the Andrew, the Rayman Ripple, when you eat a chili pod, they are absolutely 100%,
Yeah.
100 times hotter than
What
any kind of chili powder thing that you will
100%.
eat.
And it's like it hits super hard, super quick on a chili pepper. That intenseness is like, I think I've described it before. You eat a chili pepper, you kind of, that's you eating it, and then it goes, it's like takes off like a rocket.
Yeah.
Whereas this was pretty spicy, but it kind of plateaued pretty quick. Like the heat was not getting any higher for me. It got really hot and then just, it didn't kind of build too much.
I feel super warm.
I feel a bit lightheaded, but fine. But since you guys have been talking, my heat's subsided because my mouth's been resting from not talking.
I find the lightheadedness comes from the more breathing,
Yeah, and I'm doing a lot of breathing.
because you try and breathe to compensate.
Yeah, true.
You want that
yeah.
airflow running
Yeah.
over your
Uh-huh.
taste buds to cool it down.
Yeah.
So breathing lots and heavily is actually quite bad, because you're right, you do get a sense of like feeling dizzy or faint.
Uh-huh.
But it does.
I feel
it
fine.
temporarily, the heat goes on your tongue like a tiny bit when you do that. Like,
Absolutely, it helps.
I know the,
But
I know the feeling.
definitely subsiding. Definitely doable. I would say anyone could relatively pick this up and do it if they had aids nearby.
Yeah.
Noobs would struggle a lot more if you've not done any of these spices. But if you've done chili pods, you're gonna do one of these like a breeze. Absolutely.
We're the three muskies. We're,
Yeah.
we're the dons.
No AIDS.
No AIDS.
And it's gonna stay that way off camera as well.
Yeah. But
Because I find out generally when you do have aids, it prolongs
prolongs.
it, and you just
It
kicks
brings
all
the
the
heat
spice
back.
back up and makes it worse again.
first time round, if you've gone and looked at the Shannon Strip and the Drut Dibble content of the first time that I did this with him, there's no dribble bowl.
He's become a
The
man.
spices have come
He's
up.
no longer
Exactly.
a mouse.
And the Rayman Mipple is no longer a mouse. It's only taken 2 years.
Fair play.
Come here.
Fair play. 2 years later, but he stepped up. He
Do-
took the challenge.
Yes.
He took the challenge.
Do either of you have a very slight warming feeling in the top of your stomach?
Not yet.
Not in my
but
stomach, no.
You've been saying things that I've been getting a bit later on.
I can feel, I can feel it in my stomach.
That's what I was saying. The burn, heartburn, or capsaicin cramp. as they call
But,
it.
I mean,
I have just eaten beforehand. There are like 4 jacket potatoes.
we've got something
Oh.
exciting planned in the pipeline. We are going to be having some fresh chili pods come into the mix, but we need to grow those because unfortunately
That's a work in
it
progress.
seems to be that you can't get anything fresh hotter than
Scotch
a
bonnet.
Scotch bonnet
In the
here
UK.
in the UK.
But if you can, drop a comment
And
because
let
we'd be
us know,
interested.
because the sooner we can get to doing the the ghost pepper, the Trinidad scorpion, the
Yeah.
Carolina reaper that are fresh, because we've done the dried pods,
Dried
and
ones.
they don't taste very good.
Yeah, we want
They're
the real
hot,
deal.
but they don't taste good. So what we've got is we're going to buy a pack of 5 seeds that we're going to grow. They have Carolina Reaper on there.
Andrew could edit a picture somewhere around here of
Yeah.
what it looks like. About here?
Over my face, so I can, as I'm pointing. It has some kind of flavoured habanero. It has Carolina Reaper. It has
The one-
some mango one, but the
But there's
one,
one in there. Oh, you remember what it's called?
yeah, that we are going to be, is supposed to be insanely hot. That we're going to build up to is the Dragon's Breath.
Which is slightly hotter than a Carolina Reaper, according. Yeah.
And then when we go from there, Drut and I still have the Death Nut 3.0 that we got from the Chili and Cheese Festival, that we will get round to doing, which I think it's a little bit more than the 2.0, and I think it's a 15 or 16
16 million.
million Scoville units.
And that's it doesn't get higher than that.
So
16
is it.
million is the cap. Can't
In
go no
short.
higher.
If you want to subscribe to the Rayman Mipple, the Shannon Stripple, or the Drop Dipple, you're going to get this content dropping in. It's going to be juicy. There's anything to go by.
But
So-
for now,
I've been the Rayman Mipple,
I've been the Shannon Stripple,
and
I've been the Drop Dipple.
Stripple
and Dipple
and Ripple.
Oh.
out.